morning, Pisces, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utsaranaya, and today I'll be doing a reading for you for the week of July the 21st to the 27th, 2024. I've already cut your decks and I've shuffled them all 9 times each, utilizing the numerology of the date July the 21st, 2024. This way we can dive right into the reading. All right, I'm going to pick all of the cards and then we're going to go through them individually so I can get a little bit of more of a vibe as to what's going on with your week, okay? Starting off with the Queen of Pentacles, very resourceful this week, Pisces, focusing on what is important to you and being able to pivot and change your strategy on the drop of a dime. Then we have the Queen of Cups, so 2 queens, very nice to see here. You're tapping into your divine feminine. You are focusing on things that are in alignment with your values. These things are important to you, and you are leading with your heart. Okay, this week might be a little bit emotional for you too, so we'll get more cards to see what that's all about. But you also can be delving into your intuition and your dreams and your psychic abilities might be developing a little bit more. We do have the 5 of Wands, so this can indicate some conflict and competition coming in, and this is perhaps why you might be emotional. Okay, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Analyzing whether the juice is worth the squeeze with respects to where you're spending your energy. Then we have the Ace of Swords, laser-like focus coming in, and new opportunities, new ways of thinking. All right, that might help you cut through the emotional storm is what I'm getting that you're going through. And the Page of Cups, okay? So news coming in that could be bringing this conflict and competition, but it's all about your perspective, okay? And you have the Queen of Pentacles here that is indicating that you can be resourceful. So you got to tap into her a little bit more, okay? So let's get into this reading. So what I'm getting, can be about work here, okay? This is about work. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the 7 of Pentacles, and then we have conflict and competition, okay? I'm not really getting any love here, all right? Even though we have a couple queens here. Well, you know, it could be... so if you're a man or if you're a lesbian, or if you are a lesbian, you might be, I don't really get love here. No, I don't. Sorry, I'm not gonna make things up for you, okay? This can be someone, I think this is someone at work, okay? This could be a woman at work, or someone, it could be a man that has these qualities, all right? But there's competition at work here, all right? And you're being asked here to analyze what is going on for you and how you're spending your energy. I think, okay, I'm going to start with the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands, she is highly intuitive. Okay, so this is, yeah. This came with the Queen of Cups, okay? Did I say Queen of Wands? Okay. Queen of Cups. She's highly intuitive. And I'm getting it with the Ace of Swords. And you see here how this hawk, has his blinders on. Okay. And when someone puts blinders on, or when you become blind after having sight for so long, okay, and someone becomes blind, or even someone that was born blind, your other senses can become quite heightened, okay? I feel that there might be a little bit of backroom conflict and competition going on at work, and you're being encouraged here to use your intuition, use your gut feelings to kind of gauge who is kind of going behind your back at work. I don't really feel like it's really like a toxic thing, but there is competition for some things that you are perhaps both striving for. So if this is If this is like a promotion or another job, or this could even be a friend of yours or someone in the same field, like a colleague that might be looking to apply for the same job, or I'm even getting someone trying to take ownership of something that you have worked on. But either way, you're being encouraged here to utilize your intuition to help you guide through this. Like you're not using your sight. You're going within, because the Queen of Cups has height, like all of the court cards in the tarot of the cup suits have heightened intuition. They're very psychic. They have clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, telepathy. They're dabble in they dabble in the occult. So and seek out occult knowledge. Now, occult is not necessarily evil or bad. It just means hidden. So magical practices and stuff like that. And that's going to help you navigate this time, because I feel like your emotions might be heightened. And you don't want to react in a way that is in like not conducive, and showing you to be unprofessional. Okay, whatever this is, because that then this person can utilize this to their advantage, right? That you're not suitable for this job because you're overly emotional, and they might be trying to instigate you, or they might be trying to um, sabotage you in a way. But it might not look that, it just might be like a surface level, right? They just might be trying to get you to react emotionally to something. They might be trying to, I hate using this word, but trigger you, so you can act unprofessionally, and then make the case for them that they are more appropriate for this job, because they might uh, be a little bit, or be a lot more or less emotional for you than you at work, at least. Okay. So I'm going to utilize this now, right? So this is the conflict and competition. Now, know that this is happening for you, and it's not happening to you. So try, like, as we navigate our professional lives and even our personal lives, we can extrapolate every lesson out of everything that we go through, or we should be able to. Okay. So you see here how they are not using swords, they are using wands. So this is practice. This is like war games. They are training. Okay, so they are training their skills. So utilize this as an opportunity. So if you're going for a management position, or if you're like, when you are working in a place where there's other people and you want to move up the ladder, you, despite how good natured or naive, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but or just like not cutthroat, or you're just genuinely a nice person and wishes the like wishes well on everybody. Not everyone is like you, and this is something that you need to be aware of. This is a lesson that I'm learning in life, and my mother always tries to instill in me, because you assume people are good natured like you, and that you would never do this or you would never do that. And then people do things because they are not like you, and they might get ahead in life because they are being competitive. And when you're competitive, you will do anything to win. So you need to kind of put yourself in their mind frame, and you need to start grounding yourself a little bit more. We're going to get into the Queen of Pentacles, and being resourceful and thinking outside of the box with respects to the strategies that you use in order to get what you want. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to be a bad person, or you have to like sabotage other people, but you need to think strategically, because like when you don't get something, when something doesn't work out for you, you need to like think about why, instead of becoming emotional. Emotions in this like being upset about something that you didn't get, use your emotions in order for you to learn something. Okay, how can you do this better next time, right? So you want to be resourceful, and you want to maybe even analyze. So the Queen of Pentacles is the most resourceful queen in the deck. she can pivot on a dime. If something does not work out for her, she can extrapolate different strategies that no one else would necessarily feel or think is appropriate for this project, right? Or this like problem, but it ends up working out. So she's thinking outside of the box, and she's really focused on maintaining her quality of life. And so one thing that you need to also consider is that is it worth it to continue pursuing this job at this place of employment or in a relationship as well? Okay, but there is like two people here. So even if this is not, if you're a man, this is still appropriate for you. It's just the archetype of what we're dealing with here. So I'm the reading is asking you to be mindful of your emotions and not to overreact to things, to be more grounded in your approach. But there is some sort of conflict and competition between you and another person here. And it could be a woman. All right. And like I had mentioned before with the, needing to realize the motivations and the characteristics, personality characteristics of other people, and they might not necessarily, they are not everyone is like you. Sometimes, you don't fit into a certain career because not every personality can be a doctor. Not every personality can be a politician because of the interpersonal needs and requirements, like a lawyer, okay? Not everyone is cut out for that, right? So like the sword cuts, right? So not everyone is cut out for certain jobs. And despite your desire to want to be it, you might need to analyze whether or not your efforts are being reciprocated back to you, right? Are you going to be able to move up? Is there nepotism happening here at this place? Like in this person's getting ahead because they're friends or family of the boss? And then all of your efforts are not going to be rewarded. Like you're not being reciprocated with the energy that you're putting out. Okay, because this is important. Everything in life is an energy exchange. And if you're not getting reciprocated back equal or better, then is it worth it for you to keep expending this energy and not getting any results back? So you're being asked here to analyze whether or not the juice is worth the squeeze. This guy on the Seven of Pentacles, he planted seeds for a crop, and he has germinated them. They have grown, and it is time for him to harvest them. And now he's analyzing whether or not the yield of the crop has grown what he wanted, or should he go and plant a different crop? Is the environment good for this crop? Is the environment good for you? Or is this place too toxic for you? And it's not worth how upset and emotional you come home and you're so upset all the time because of your job. So you need to ask, is this worth it? Or should you maybe pivot? There's a new way of thinking here that you need to kind of step into. And it's not that you failed if you decide that maybe this job is not for you, or this whole industry is not for you. This is all part of our learning process, right? We learn as we go through struggle. Well, that's the hope, right? You should learn, or else you're going to be repeating the same lessons over and over again until you learn. So there's a new way of thinking. There's new energy coming in. And you have the ability to become and step into some laser-like focus. You're being asked to be a little bit more rational and not emotional when you are making this decision. Karmic justice is also something that's coming in here. So, maybe this whole struggle, this competition, this conflict that is happening for you is trying to tell you that this is not for you and there's something better coming for you. And it's trying to get you to pay attention to your intuition. If something is making you feel upset all the time, then maybe it's not for you. Maybe the energy is not worth the expenditure. You could be spending it on better things, on creating new things. This is an ace. Like there's some new energy coming in. So maybe this is something where you have to pivot onto a new idea, onto a new crop to grow, metaphorically speaking, right? So very interesting reading. And like you have the ability here. What is it that you want to create that is new? The Page of Cups, the story of him. He is here. He has this cup and there's a fish in it. And the story is that the observer, us, we don't know whether it's not real or not. Right? And that is really interesting to see when we have this, because we don't even know if the conflict is real or not. But we need to rely on how we're feeling to make a decision on whether or not we are going to stay or we're going to pursue some other endeavor that is more in alignment with our values and our morals, right? What's close to your heart. If something is making you upset all the time, then it's probably not in alignment with your morals and your values and your purpose. So what is? And this guy, he's so the story is we don't know if this fish is real, but he has manifested it with his imagination. So what is it that would be in alignment? You see, the sword is alignment too, right? So look, use your intuition, close your eyes. What would be in alignment with your higher purpose? And let's start moving toward that direction instead of expending energy on conflict and competition that perhaps isn't going anywhere, right? Or you're like, if this job, like this is also asking you to reflect on, are you getting paid enough? Do you have enough time to be with your family? This is all energy exchange. So if you're not being reciprocated with enough energy back, then perhaps it is time to manifest something new, okay? Amazing reading. We are going to end off with a spirit animal oracle card, and we have the cat. Independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Curious, confident, clever, elegant, affection, independent, intuitive, mysterious, selective, supernatural, stoic, and many lives. Cats are unpredictable, independent, and mysterious creatures. They love the night. Cat people are highly selective when they choose friends and would be advised. Remember when I said I don't have that many friends? Cat people are highly selective when they choose friends and would be advised to guard against being so picky they become reclusive. Cat as a totem brings psychic gifts and creativity. Cats are in constant communication with spirit and bridge the world of the seen and the unseen. Who has not witnessed a cat looking around an empty room and as though that they were following a ghost? They will shuffle away from unsavory situations and step away from problems. If you are a cat person, pay close attention to the felines in your life. Reach out with your questioning mind and ask them to share their secrets. Listen to the intuition they share, watch their body language, and learn the subtleties. Cats are healers. They live in the now. They are natural yogis. Place them on your lap and pet them. Their counterclockwise energy rotation will mingle with your clockwise spin and neutralize negative energy and set the world right. If cat is your totem, you are blessed with many lives and many chances. Remember that your supernatural insights will guide you. Pamper yourself like the cat and remember how good it is just to be your content self. Some things to keep in mind are, have you become isolated because of being too reclusive and selective? Has laziness made you forget your zest for living? Have life's challenges got you up a tree? Don't let the dogs bug you. That's a good one. I'm going to put that as the title. If this reading resonated for you, my dear Pisces, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that is something that you'd like to do. You can also hit that bell notification to let you know when I release new videos. And if you want a more holistic approach as to what is going on with your week, not only check out your sun sign, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I am truly grateful for all of the energy you provided me here today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye-bye.